Welcome to Let's Talk Law, where we keep bringing to your doorstep simple legal analysis. And in today's episode, we are going to be talking about pre-action consideration. In civil litigation, before instituting an action in court, there are certain factors you need to consider before instituting the action. Those factors are what we call pre-action considerations. So, what are the factors to consider before instituting an action in court? The first thing you need to consider is the course of action. So, what is the course of action? What happened? Why does the party want to institute the action? Because the course of action will actually determine what mode you are going to use in instituting the action. Then it will also determine the courts you are going to be instituting the action. Another thing you need to consider is the limitation period. Is the matter statute barred? Because in civil cases, unlike criminal matter where there is no limitation period, civil cases has limitation period for some particular actions. So you need to consider if there's a limitation period, because if you institute an action when the case is statute barred, then the case is most likely to be struck out. You also need to consider the parties, because while instituting an action in court, you need to give the right parties their rightful designation so that you can know what parties to join to the suit, if there is a need to join any party to the suit, so that you know the proper party, you know the necessary parties, and you know the desirable parties. It will help you in instituting the action. Another thing you need to consider is jurisdiction. You need to know what court has the authority to sit over this matter. If you institute an action in the wrong court, then the action is also likely to be struck out for lack of jurisdiction, because jurisdiction is actually a fundamental issue to a matter. Another thing you will consider is immunity. This person I want to institute an action against, is anything immunizing them? If I institute an action against them, will it stand? For instance, um, the governor, president, deputy governor, vice president, they have a certain immunity where you cannot institute an action against them in their personal capacity while they are in office. The next thing you have to consider is enforceability of judgment. So, if your party wins the case, is the judgment enforceable? Will you be able to enforce the judgment? Can you get, or if you just have victory, it will just be a pirate victory where you can't even enjoy the benefit of the victory you have won. I'm really grateful you took out time to listen to our episode on Let's Talk Law today.